the Black Loch monster. You are very brave to save Oliver, Emily, said Douglas. Aye, added Douglas. If we were there, we would have been rescued too. And he told Emily the time when he rescued Oliver and Isabella and Toad from Scrap. Wow, gasped Emily. That must have been a really brave rescue. Indeed it was, smiled Douglas. The fat controller then arrived. Emily, there's been a delivery that needs to be taken into MC Bun at Netford Station, he added. If it was a flower delivery is late, there wouldn't be any bread or muffin. Yes, sir. When James heard this, he felt worried. You're lucky, Emily, he said. I have to run for the Black Loch. Run! What's wrong with the Black Loch run? She added. There's an avalanche of the blocks along the line, and there was also at the Black Loch monster. You mean the Lochless monster? Added Donald. Almost, said James. Oh dear, I'm glad I'm not taking a Black Loch run, said Emily inly. Take no notice of him, smoothed the Bucko, who had heard anything. He was just thinking he believes. But Emily wasn't too sure. Soon, Emily arrived at the mill to collect the freight cars from the flour. Derek then rolled in. Be careful, he warned. The trucks can be troublesome in the past few days. Thanks for the warning, said Emily. And she steamed away. But the troublesome trucks were up into the same old tricks. She yelled. Quit it back there! Ordered Emily. This is no time for games! But I'm sorry to say that the trucks were too strong for her. And she late to the flour mill. So there wouldn't be any bread or muffins for people to buy at the MC Bun. Sir Topham Hatt wasn't pleased about the delay at all. This was dinner, he grumbled. This means it won't have any muffins or toast to eat for breakfast. If you like once again, you'll have to do the block one instead of James. I'm sorry, sir, Emily sighed. She was nervous. She was still nervous about the Black Loch monster. James told her about Alex. I must have been late, she thought. Topham Hatt is really relying on me to be on time. The next day, the troublesome trucks were up to no good again. I'll figure, they chattered. But they weren't coupled properly, due to a careless faster shut on the fastener in the coupling. I must be late. They said. They giggled as Emily buffled up to them. Come on, no nonsense! Ordered Emily. Look at her nonsense! Said the trucks. So Emily steamed and as quickly as she could. But only half of the freight cars were left behind. The guard saw this and tried to blow the whistle until he had no breath. He waved his red flag until his arm ached. But Emily was too far away for his driver and fireman to see. time first she arrived at when the station master walked in. You only brought half of the flour? He cried. Oh, preparations! Huffed Emily, and she headed back quickly to get the other freight cars. Oh no! She wailed. I want to go back to the block before. As she arrived in the middle, the troublesome trucks were even more mischievous. Emily the way, engine, Emily the way, engine, they sang. This made Emily very cross. Emily was cross. Good shot! She said and biffed it along the way. She went very fast with the freight cars. She didn't whistle to the signal to change the points. The guard saw this and tried to warn Emily about the sightings until it was too late. The freight cars of flour and settled into the duck pond. Oh no! The trucks growled. The guard was inside the brake van and jumped clear before the crash. But Emily was covered in flour. Achoo! She sputtered as the flour went into the funnel. Soon, Thomas and Duck arrived with the breakdown train. Said Topwell was born. He was very cross. Emily, you have caused confusion and delay. Now you have to take on the black one. Ginty will do the work while you're doing it. He said sternly. Emily felt disappointed. Wait until you try it, Thomas confided. It might be nice. And there was also seals at the lake too, added Duck. But Emily wasn't convinced at all. Next day, Emily arrived at the counting station. All the passengers had cameras to take pictures to the views. They were looking forward to a ride. Emily thought. And she bravely made her way on the line. When Emily arrived at the lake, things went well. I bet the journey won't last long, she thought. But then there was trouble. Avalanche! Cried the driver, who looked up and saw the rocks falling from the mountain. And he was right. Oh no! Cried Abby. I knew I never liked a run like this. Then was something coming up towards her in the water. The monster! She cried. She shut her eyes to wait for anything else to happen. I'm not going to open my eyes until my monster goes away, she shivered. When she opened her eyes, she saw something which made her very amazed. It's a seal! It's a family of seals! She said in emotion. How cute! The passengers were also amazed and took pictures of the seals. As soon as the line was all clear, she made her way. At last, as evening came, and she told the engines about her journey and what she saw at the sheds. Magnificent, Martha cried. And really useful, added Douglas. Even James was through about the black one once it wasn't scary anymore.